Let's talk a little bit about the process of intervention. I've been talking a lot about that. I look at intervention as dropping a pin in time. There was chaos, addiction was dealt with wrong before intervention. Intervention drops a pin in the time when we say no more. We're no longer dealing with the problem the way that we did before. It's a new day, and we're going to deal in the future with the addiction in a whole new way. Intervention is a really important point. And again, intervention being this process, not just sort of that one-off event. Intervention, it does quite a few things. First off, it lays out the cause and effect. Prior to intervention, it's kind of unfair what the addicted person does. The addicted person tries to get away with their addiction, lying, covering it up, and do that with no effect. And that compounds over time to the point of the crisis. The family, the spouse, wife, partner, spouse partner doesn't even know what's going on because the addicted individual isn't honest about it. So the addicted individual is trying to get away with kind of cake and eat it too. They want to use, but they don't want any consequence from it. What we say with our dropping this pin in time is no longer. Like, there is going to be a cause and effect to your continued use. I'm proposing something very different than ultimatums when I say cause and effect. Prior to intervention, there's been a lot of ultimatums. Standing on with your arms on your hip, yelling, if you do this, I'm going to do that. Ultimatums get blown through time and time again. What we're saying here is, it's not an ultimatum, but it's a plan. If you continue to use, this is what's going to happen. If you continue down this path, this is what's going to happen. This is what I need to do to protect myself. So we're laying out, we're presenting to the addicted individual what the cause and effect will be of their choice to continue to use. Intervention has witnesses. We're not doing this alone. I'll use this example of sort of the in-laws of a wife. The husband is addicted individual. Her in-laws get to hear what her cause and effect are. So when the addicted son goes up and says, Mom and Dad, my wife is being so unreasonable, she's demanding this, the witnesses have actually been there. They heard what chances that she's giving. They heard her say, you need to go to rehab or else. We're expanding the team. We're letting everybody know what will happen if the addicted individual continues to use. Intervention is fair.'re laying out a process. We're laying out a plan. We're laying out what the family needs for that addicted individual to join back into the family. Intervention stops secrets. Once we get everybody talking, we confront addiction. We circle the wagons around the addiction. Secrets is what allows addiction to continue. The addicted individual says, don't tell this to that person, don't tell this to that person. When people honor that, when they protect the addiction by not telling, by not talking, addiction's got free rein to keep on going. So one of the biggest ways that we confront addiction is we all get on the same page. We stop that protecting of the individual. Intervention has consensus. Kind of goes along with what I call the board of directors. Prior to intervention, addiction's been managing the family. The crisis has been managing the family. The addict is absolutely in control of the family. What we're doing is we're stepping back. We're creating a board of directors. The family is stepping in. I call it change the manager. The family is stepping in and saying, what you're doing, addicted loved one, is not working. We're going to step in. We're going to manage this addiction. We're going to manage the recovery. We step in a positive way. We're changing from the addiction, the crisis managing the family, to the family managing the addiction. And you've heard me say it 100 times, we're following a process. We're creating a plan for that 30, 60, 90, 1 year, 1 year of recovery. When we have a great process in place, It's as simple as inviting our addicted individual to be a part of that process. It's not forcing that process on them. It's saying, hey, this is the great plan that we have. We want you to join that plan.